Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter? I'm surprised. I thought all Ger were vagrant cutthroats.
You should listen to your companion. Next, he'll warn you that my people can curse your cow to give only sour milk, and will seduce your daughter to a life of roaming. I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
Something terrifying, no doubt. Dragon? Cyclops? Kobold?
Nothing so dramatic. I'm hunting for a vampire spawn. I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out. If I can afford her blood price.
A vampire spawn? Why? Yes. Yes, fine. It's just specific. Why not kill the gnolls or goblins rampaging around here?
It is a sacred mission from the head of my tribe. She sent me here to capture the beast and return it to her.
Capture? And bring it where?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
I've crossed paths with your people before, you know. It wasn't a good experience. The Ger help themselves, no one else. Whatever his price, it would have been too much. Trust me, I did us a favor. Bigoted! If you'd seen... No. We're done here. Let's go.
In nocte concili.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Hunter. Wise woman. Questions. Vampire. Astarion. Much. Nothing. You can spend. Dead. Creature. But not the one I hunt.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Yes? Well, of course he did. I'm hunting a poor innocent for money. Isn't exactly going to win sympathy, is it? No. I'm here to save you from a monstrous vampire. That's much more convincing. I didn't do anything. I was kidnapped, just like you. It seems Cazador wants me back. Ah, yes. You don't know. Cazador is a slaver in Baldur's Gate. He captured me a long time ago. Insisted I call him Master. I only escaped when the Mind Flayers snatched me away from him. I shouldn't be surprised Cazador's hunting me. He always was quite, obsessive. It was him, I'm sure. Only he would know to send the Gur after me. He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back. Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight.
Prowess in battle is remarkable, as is your battle stance itself.
Rathajak, a technique known to few outside Kalir. Shall I teach you?
I prefer abjuration over acrobatics.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Make a run for it.
Breathe deep and move.
Look, don't take your eyes off my hands.
Speak. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. save me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Kagha every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. A druid and an outsider. We can do nothing without turning the others against us. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people. I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Kagha will give the order, and my voice will not matter.
Ad terra ortum ad nos.
Come, Silver. Stay close.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor. Nettie, yes. She's bumbling about somewhere. But if your treatment is meant to outlast the rite, you'll be removed with the rest. Indeed. Then removing his people should provide you little challenge. What?
That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Mistress Paladin, I can explain.
Shh. No need. It couldn't be helped.
Kagha, what is the meaning of this?
You think yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
What's in the colloquial word? Kagha, have you lost your mind?
Halsin is weak, Wrath. But in the shadows, we are strong. We are safe. There is no other way.
You and Halsin welcome untouchables to your midst. You defile the Grove for the sake of harmony.
Paladin speaks truth. Who among you disagrees? Who would see this grove in ruin?
The choice is made. Kagha, burn the tainted away. Start with the snitch.
As you say, Paladin. Sylvanas calls on me to shield the circle. Balance be damned! Paladin, strike! We take this grove for the shadows!
Torment.
Impero tipi. To think Kagha had turned to the ways of shadow. Her corruption ran so deep. Yet for her to die like this, under the Tree Father's gaze, perhaps it is justice. If only justice soothed my heart. A grove drenched in blood is no sanctuary at all. I hope to see Halsin return so he can help us heal. Please, if you find him, let me know. Such is betrayal.
The bird's eyes are glassy, its breathing weak.
First you save us from goblins, then Kagha's treachery. You're making your mark. Give me a moment, I'll be right with you. A moment. Vis medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. You and every other soul here. I can help if something's wrong. I'm no Master Halsin, but I can manage. Why are you asking? I know they're nasty creatures. Can get in your head and convince you up is down, and that's not all they'll do inside your head. Tell me honestly, are you infected? Is that why you're asking? I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
The bird's eyes are glassy.
Best be on my way.
Let's go. The workshop's this way.
Such is good.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. I pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? Protected from on high. Sounds like the drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. Of course I am. Lives are on the line. And not just yours. So tell me, where'd you get that thing? A Mind Flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me. You'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not? But you have to. Don't you understand? You could kill us all. Swear it.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here.
You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a Mind Flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of Mind Flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from Mind Flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? I can't make any promises. This is like nothing we've seen before. But I know this for sure. Master Halsin is the only one close to understanding these things. He's your best bet to survive. Otherwise, that vial's your only option. Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more, but only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne, and Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there, and if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Nicely done. She actually believed you'd take the poison. Of course not, darling. The goblins will probably kill us long before that. And with that merry song in our hearts, let's go find this Halsin fellow.
The corpse regards you lifelessly. The corpse remains silent. It doesn't understand the question.
Moonrise Towers. Initiation. Minthara. Back at camp. No.
spell's power wanes, you can ask no more questions.
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
We know the man, we know the mission. Let's go find him.
Forget Halsin. Only a Githyanki Kresh holds our cure.
What if Halsin is... No, don't go there. I hear you put an end to Kagha's treachery. My thanks. But what about your other mission? Any word on Master Halsin? Please hurry, for both your sakes.
I knew Kagha was desperate, but I never imagined she'd get Cloakwood involved, and it cost her her life. What a waste. I could have forgiven her scheming, but the child... She meant to kill that poor girl. There's no coming back from that.
Kagha lied to us. She betrayed us. She was a blight on the Grove. You were right to put her down.
Not now.
The Rite of Thorns has ceased. It seems you will be allowed to stay, but behave.
Ageni culamur in umbra.
Did I say that out loud? We've been chanting for days. I need some rest.
How could we be so blind?
This place ain't so special. Why were the Druids so protective of it?
Looks like the Druids have eased off some. Small mercies.
Now they're done messing about with rituals, maybe them lot can make themselves useful.
Oh, it's still in my head.
He died. Did you hear me? What would your mother and I have done?
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
You saved our little girl and stopped the ritual. Thank you. We are in your debt. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me. Not now. We're working. Remember?
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids. Spare a story or two. It's that, or teach them to beg for their lives. The goblins will chase us to Baldur's Gate, and these kids know it. A warrior like you could lift their spirits. thanks. I prefer when they smile.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Need anything else? Of course, but please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
Have to keep going.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the Druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head. I hadn't thought of that. What do you have in mind?
She is serious. Even she seems surprised. She's attracted to you, but you sense more. A warm swell of embarrassment.
Brambles on bearskin aren't as fun in practice, I'm afraid. Besides, I can't afford to tire you out. We still have work to do. Rest well.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I hope you're not here to ask about Cazador. And curious you'll remain. The past is dead. I'm not about to exhume it when there's a nice, bright future ahead of me. Assuming we don't turn into Mind Flayers, of course. That might put a bit of a damper on things. The point is, I'm looking forward, focusing on what's important for our future. Exactly. So, was there anything else?
Well met.
I tire of this Faerun. Its temperate skies, its soft people. Would that I were doing battle among the tears. Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my Kresh. Kagha. Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Kagha is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon. Where I slit my cousins' throats at the Varsh's command. The tears span Toral's sky Venisk. There is more to this realm than this grassy pebble.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong, or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please. At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me. Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal. No, of course. Silly of me to even ask. I'll go and find something on 4 legs to eat, I suppose. See you in the morning.
You watch him stalk away, slumped, sulking, and ready to kill.
Morning. I hope last night's little unpleasantness hasn't left a bad taste in your... Well, I hope there are no bad feelings. And you're lucky I'm not a true vampire. Last night could have gone very differently if I'd magically summoned a pack of wolves. Alas, I'm just a spawn. All of the hunger, few of the powers. Oh no, I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire among us? So be it. But should I wake with so much as a drop of blood on my neck, I will end him.
Fine. As long as he keeps his fangs off our necks.
They're not wrong. We're bound together. No matter...
You say all the right words, but I'm not so sure you mean the right things. Still, I will respect the decision that was made.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Speak.
Now that you know what I am, I should tell you that Cazador was more than just a slaver. My old master, before the Mind Flayers took me from him, before this strange, twisted freedom. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse. I will, but I won't take it for granted. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows. What more could I ask? Now, is that all? Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again. I've already apologized. What more do you want? What? Look, I swear I won't come after yours. But anyone's? You know what I am now. I can fight with all my weapons, teeth included. And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? They're just as dead. What? Oh, you're joking. Although, what do you consider an animal? I mean, elves and humans are obviously out, but the goblins, kobolds, gnomes? In that case, I'll restrict myself to animals and only the dullest goblins. And clearly the tadpole. If we can't understand it, we'll never control it. And I'm not about to hand control of my life from a vampire lord to those slimy, grey beasts. It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire. Free and a true vampire, capable of creating my own coven. Yes. Although, I'd settle for just killing the bastard. I wouldn't be a true vampire, but I'd be free of him.